What is single entry system? The single entry system is an incomplete and unscientific method of recording financial transactions where only one aspect of the transaction is recorded. It typically involves the maintenance of only cash and personal accounts, ignoring real and nominal accounts. Main features: incomplete records. It doesn't maintain a full set of records. Personal and cash accounts only. Real and nominal accounts are usually ignored in single entry system. No trial balance. It cannot prepare a trial balance due to missing double entries. Not based on double entry principle. It ignores the rule of every debit has a corresponding credit. Used by small businesses. Common among sole traders and small scale entrepreneurs. Based on original vouchers. It relies on bills, invoices, and receipts as evidence. Accounts usually maintained. In single entry system, we usually maintain cash account, debtors, accounts receivable, creditors, accounts payable, and personal accounts of customers and suppliers. Accounts not maintained. In single entry system, we do not maintain real accounts like assets, machinery, furniture, etc., and nominal accounts like expenses and incomes. Advantages: simple to understand and operate, cost effective, no need for professional accountants, time saving, requires minimal clerical work, ideal for businesses with limited transactions. Disadvantages: not reliable for financial analysis, no systematic recording of transactions, cannot detect fraud or errors easily, profit or loss is only estimated, not exact, incomplete financial position, not accepted by banks, investors, or auditors, cannot prepare trading, profit and loss account, or balance sheet accurately. Difference between single entry and double entry system. Record of transactions. In single entry system, only one aspect is recorded, while in double entry system, both debit and credit are recorded. Nature. In single entry system, the nature of single entry system is incomplete and unscientific, while the nature of double entry system is complete and scientific. Trial balance. In single entry system, we cannot prepare trial balance, but in double entry system, trial balance can be prepared. Detection of errors. In single entry system, the detection of errors is very difficult, while in double entry system, the detection of errors is easier. Financial statement. In single entry system, the financial statements are estimated, while in double entry system, the financial statements are properly prepared. Suitable for single entry system is suitable for small businesses, while double entry system is suitable for all types of businesses. Audit acceptance. Single entry system is not acceptable for audit, while double entry system is accepted by auditors for audit. Format to ascertain profit. Profit is equals to closing capital minus opening capital plus drawings minus additional capital introduced. Note, this is a rough estimation using the statement of affairs method, not a proper profit and loss statement. Statement of affairs. A statement prepared under the single entry system similar to a balance sheet is known as statement of affairs. It shows estimated values of assets and liabilities, and it used to calculate opening and closing capital. Ideal users. The ideal users of single entry system are sole proprietors, street vendors, small shopkeepers, freelancers with low volume of transactions, and new startups in early stages. Limitations: no uniformity in records, not suitable for growing or large businesses, cannot make informed business decisions based on incomplete data, no legal standing in case of disputes or audits, difficult to complete exact taxes or comply with legal standards. Historical background. The single entry system predates the double entry system. It was the earliest form of accounting used before the formalization of double entry by Luca Pacioli in the 15th century. Traders and merchants used it for its simplicity, especially when literacy and numeracy were limited. Legal and regulatory perspective. Not acceptable under IFRS, GAAP, or tax regulations for formal financial reporting. Cannot be used to prepare audited financial statements. Not suitable for companies registered under the Companies Act or required to submit tax returns based on accurate records. Categories of single entry system users: illiterate or semi-literate business persons, cash-based small businesses like legal grocery stores, etc., businesses without fixed assets or inventory, temporary ventures like small seasonal stalls. Technical criticism from experts. Dr. Jawaharlal, in his book on financial accounting, calls it a quasi accounting system. Accounting researchers label it as pseudo accounting due to its lack of duality. Academic institutions treat it as a transitional system used only when moving to a double entry system. Hybrid forms. Some businesses use a partial double entry system under the single entry framework where they might record a few nominal accounts like rent or salaries if needed. This is sometimes referred to as a modified single entry system. Risk factors. Fraud risk. Employees can easily manipulate records since there is no cross check through double entry. Loss of data. If vouchers or receipts are lost, there is no way to reconstruct transactions. Dependence on owner's memory. Many small traders supplement written record with personal memory, leading to errors. Technological transition. Modern digital tools like QuickBooks, Wave, or Zoho Books can convert a basic single entry into a double entry structure. Mobile apps for small businesses now auto-generate double entries even when the user inputs data in a single entry system. Common mistakes in single entry bookkeeping: misclassifying personal withdrawals as business expenses, failing to record accrued incomes or outstanding expenses, not adjusting for depreciation or bad debts, treating capital introduced as revenue, ignoring stock in hand while calculating profit. Practical tip: in case a business uses a single entry system and wants to calculate profit, they should prepare two statements of affairs, opening and closing, and compute the capital change as a substitute for a formal profit and loss account. Additional points on single entry system. Accounting period. Small businesses using single entry system often does not maintain monthly records and might only perform annual calculations for tax purposes. Record keeping requirements. Even small businesses must maintain some form of proof such as receipts or invoices for sales and purchases to meet legal requirements. Financial positioning. Since no balance sheet is created, determining assets and liabilities is difficult. Businesses may rely on approximation. Tax implication. Since this system doesn't produce a proper profit and loss or balance sheet, tax authorities may demand double entry records for audit purposes. So it was a detailed explanation of single entry system. If you found this video helpful, do like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon for more learnings. Since then, happy learning!